All right, friends, so today we are gonna do some work with our paints. We also will need our crayons as kind of a follow-up. So I have a mat that I'm working on so that I don't get my table wet. Some paper, my watercolors. I've got a large paintbrush and some water. Okay, so this is kind of a messy activity. So make sure you have a mat or you're working on a spot that if you get paint dripped at all, it can be cleaned up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my hand to paint on. All right, so I'm gonna show you what we're gonna make, but I'm not gonna tell you right away. I'm gonna see if you can guess by what I'm doing. Okay. I think that if your paint is kind of more thick and less watery, that's probably a little better. So I'm painting the palm of my hand brown. Okay. Even up a little bit onto my thumb. Okay. See how I'm using kind of a thicker brush for this. Okay, I'm gonna go into my red and I'm gonna paint the end of my thumb red. Do the tips of my fingers red also. Okay. Then I am gonna do some green right here. And then I'm gonna do some purple. And go back again and do a little green. Okay, if they run together, that's all right. Okay. Now, I'm gonna turn my hand over. I'm going to push my hand down onto my paper. All right. So I'm wondering if you guys can guess at this point with what you see, if you know what I'm making. So right now, I'm gonna go wash my hands quick. All right, you don't wanna make a mess. So this, you're gonna need to let dry. All right, I did one earlier that is already dry, okay? So let this one dry. Okay, pretend that we spent some time and it got dried. So now I'm gonna go back and I'm going to make my little turkey beak. And I'm gonna give him, you probably will have more room on your paper than I did for turkey legs. Your hand is smaller, so you should have more room down there. You find a black crayon, and then I'm gonna give him an eye. You know what? I'm gonna go back over his beak a little bit with an orange here because you can't really see it with the yellow. I'm gonna give him an orange beak instead. All right, so there's our hand turkey. Now it's your turn.